Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to the second installment of Zoom In on the Halal Metropolis. My name is Jenna Shami with the Halal Metropolis team. For those of you who are new to the series, Zoom In on the Halal Metropolis is a video series where we take a closer look on how the Muslim communities of Southeast Michigan are coping with the COVID-19 pandemic. For returning viewers, thank you for joining us yet again. Today, we'll be speaking with Camila Mallad as she navigates dental school as a first-year student at the University of Michigan. Camila, thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, how's it been? How's dental school been? So, I just wanted to see how dental school has been for you during the pandemic.
I started dental school as a D1. And I think that if you ask me and if you ask someone who's like a D3 and a D4, how dental school has been during the pandemic, we'll have like a really different answer because all I know is how school's been, the past year.
Right.
And in summer, I actually enjoyed it. It was all online. And I thought it was a good transition into just being in dental school because I could kind of move at my own pace. But now that we're in person and mixed online, I'll say it definitely gets a lot more challenging. And you need to be prepared for anything. So, for example, we have practicals every semester. We have like a couple, and in fall, you practice for a few weeks for a practical, and then you have your assessment. And what happened was we had been practicing for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And the day before the practical, what happened was like a lot of my class had gone out and they partied during
Oh
Halloween.
no. Oh
So
no.
a lot of them got COVID. So right before the practical, like we got sent home for 2 months. And that was really hard because then we came back in January and a lot of the hand skills we developed had gone away. And we had to come back and do a practical that we literally had not practiced for in 2 months at that point. So something like I learned is just you literally need to be prepared for anything to happen. You don't know what next week is going to look like. You don't know what the future has. But aside from that, I'll say the school definitely did like a good job of adapting. Our class is cut in half. So half of us go in 2 days a week and the other half goes in the other 2 days a week. And then that's when we go to sim lab. So that's when we learn and we develop our hand skills. And then the other half of the day, you're basically on Zoom, most of it. And we have night lab opportunities where if you think you're falling behind, you can sign up for a night lab spot and you can go and you can practice. And I think a lot of us take advantage of that because, 2 days a week it is a little challenging to get everything that you need to get done.
Right. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. So aside from that, I just think it could be worse. I know a lot of schools are struggling a little harder. Like some of them are completely online still. So I'm definitely really grateful that we are in person. And a normal D1 winter, I believe you would be assisting on patients and you would be doing a little more hands on with seeing actual patients. And we just started that about a week or two ago. So now we're finally being able to get into the clinic and try to assist, but we can only assist like maybe a few times throughout the semester. It's not something that
Right.
we can do every week. And I think in a normal D1 winter, you would be assisting
Yeah.
every week. So that's definitely another challenge.
Wow. So like you guys are just trying to fit in as much as possible, although like with all those limitations. That sounds so crazy, but like at least you guys are getting some experience. So I know your schedule changes like weekly. So how can you explain like a day in the life? Maybe like in person and then like virtually how it looks like.
Yeah, so I mentioned a little bit how we're like split into different clinics and sim lab. But so if I talk about me on a Monday, I don't have class until 9 a.m. So I wake up at 9 and I go on a Zoom call. And this specific Zoom is a behavioral science Zoom. So it's mandatory, like we do breakout rooms and everything. It's just from 9 to 10. And then from 10 to 12, I do have another class, but that class you can choose if you want to log on to Zoom because it is recorded and a lot of students choose to just not attend and then watch it later and kind of put it on like 1.5 to 2 times
Yeah.
speed because time is of the essence. It's so important. Anywhere you want to save time, you're going to try to do your best. So 10 to 12, I'll either just work on a different class that's completely asynchronous, get that done, or I'll log on to the Zoom. At 12 o'clock, half of the class will go to clinic. I don't go to clinic that day. That would be sim lab. That's not my group. But instead, we have different rotations that we're split up into. So while half of the class might be in sim lab, my group will be split into like 5 more groups. and I might be doing a radiology rotation. So I'll be learning how to take x-rays. I might be assisting in the clinic. I might be doing perio. So, we're going to be learning like about the gums and practicing like uh, periodontal probing on each other and basically like getting plaque off when you go to the dentist and the hygienist is working on your teeth. So that is basically what's going to change every week, what rotation I'd be on during that
Oh,
time.
okay.
And then that will be about 3 hours. So 12 to 3, I'll be doing whatever that is. 3 o'clock, I'll hop back on Zoom from about 3 to 4. And normally by 4 o'clock, all of our mandatory Zooms are done. So I might just look ahead and see if there's any asynchronous classes that I want to get done for the rest of the week, or I'll just chill. And then if 7:30 comes and I feel like I'm not really confident in what we're learning this week, then I'll head to lab from like 7:30 to 10:30.
Wow, it's a
Oh,
busy
it's a
day.
long day, but the good thing is like I said, most of the classes are done by around 4 o'clock for Zoom. So like no more looking at a computer past 4 o'clock. And then if I do go to lab at like 7:30, that's normally when I'm getting closer to my practical week. So like this
Right.
week I do have a practical on Friday. So like I might go later tonight. But
Okay.
on a normal week, if a practical is like, 3 weeks from then, I probably will just take that evening, either like take it and just chill, or I'll just look ahead and start studying for any exams I have coming up.
That's nice though that you're not like constantly staring at a screen like all day long. Your week kind of gets like broken up. Because like I
Mhm.
know a lot of students are like struggling like staying like focused like on the screens all day. So speaking of staying focused, like what do you do to stay motivated and to stay focused like during all of this? Because it can be hard, as we said, like staying on the screen all day doing your work.
Oh yeah, it's definitely challenging, especially, when you don't have to have like the cameras on or anything. It's just tempting to like log onto your Zoom and just do it from like bed or something. So
Yeah.
I definitely try to stick with a schedule. I know that for me, I don't know why, like if I have like a drink by me, it just keeps me like a little more motivated. So sometimes I'll wake up a little earlier than I need to. I'll like grab a drink and kind of drive around just to clear my mind so that by the time I come home and I'm ready to focus, my mind's not wandering. I'm not trying to avoid doing my work. Like I'm finally
Mhm.
in the zone. And then I'll do like maybe like 2 hours of work, 2 to 3, and I'll just take like a smaller break, like 10, 15 minutes and grab a snack or something. Go on my phone for a little. I definitely can't go like 10 hours of just straight
Oh
studying.
yeah, me
And
neither.
then, like you said, luckily, like I have a break, so then I would probably go to class or something. But I think another thing is sometimes I do like FaceTime and study with my friends. So like if you pull up your friend on FaceTime and you just both study, like you can keep yourselves in check. Like we'll mute each other and we'll just make sure nobody's like on their phone. I like to change up my study space, my study scenery. So luckily, cafes are opening back up right now, so still be safe and everything, but just try to change up the scene because sometimes being in your house is not all that fun.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely do that. And then I can't just stay studying all day every day. You do need to see your friends, and like it's hard. I know you're busy, but sometimes like I will go out to dinner with my friends or my family because I just see as you're gonna eat at some point in the day. So like if you're gonna eat,
Yeah.
you might as well have like good company with you and like clear your mind. So I definitely think
Right.
try to make time for things that you enjoy, even if it's just like a quick bite or something, just so you can have human interaction.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Safely, of course. But yeah.
Yeah.
So wow. But that's a bit. Thank you for those tips and thank you for showing us how to stay motivated because like I know we're all struggling with that and I try to do the same thing too. Like I'll FaceTime my friends. Like okay, we're gonna study today. We're gonna study for like an hour, take a break, and then study again. So like it does really help. But again, thank you so much, Camila, for speaking with us today. I really appreciate your insight on how to deal with school during the pandemic and hearing like a day in the life of like a dental student because I feel like not that many people get to hear about that, especially during the pandemic. And then I'm super excited to see your work in the future, and I wish you all the best of luck in school. If you're a listener and you have a story you would like to share with us or to be featured on the Zoom In series, please fill out the form linked below. And I'm wishing everybody safety and health. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.